Bienvenidos! Here's another episode where I review 3 more places we stopped at. Hola! I'm back and I'm gonna review another 3, not anchorages, but moorings. So there's a difference because our boat's actually tied up to a mooring instead of anchored. So these mooring balls are really secure. So that's not the case in all places with mooring balls. But this is Catalina Island. So we stayed in 3 different places. And the first one was Avalon. Avalon, it's a little, if you don't know, it's a little confusing how to get a spot there. You can't make a reservation or call anyone. Once you get by Avalon Bay, you have to locate a harbor patrol guy in a red boat and kind of make the reservation with him for that day or however many days you want to get a slip for or get a mooring ball for. So he'll take all your information down, like your registration and all of that, and then assign you a mooring ball and usually tell you where it is. And you'll meet him, you'll go over to the mooring ball, you'll meet him there, and that's usually where he takes payment. And so when you get to the mooring ball, it actually has a loop that hooks around a cleat at the front of your boat and a cleat at the aft of your boat. So it's pretty secure, and they do that because they put a lot of mooring balls in there. And they don't want you swaying with the tide or the wind, so you don't swing around. And we moored near, almost next to the casino. We felt it was a little more protected. There is a smaller dinghy dock over there that you can hook up to. And the main dinghy dock is kind of in the center of the bay. And it gets super packed with dinghies. Especially, I'm guessing, during high season. But yeah, we didn't go that direction. We just went over to the side. There are bathrooms there with showers. I haven't been in them because we have our own on our boat. They're open to all of the public though, and I don't know if they're open 24/7 or just most of the day. So I can't vouch for the conditions of them, but since they're used by just everyone that needs to use them on the island, I'm guessing they aren't quite as pristine as like bathrooms and showers that belong to a marina. But anyways, they're there for you to access if you don't have showers on your boat or whatever. It's, once you get to shore, you're close to everything. There's a grocery store a few blocks away, and the prices are quite expensive there. It is an island, so they have to ship everything over. But it's walkable, and tons of restaurants, tons of shops. I wish my sister was with me because it would have been fun to go into the shops and stuff, but maybe another time. Matt, Zephyr, and I wandered through the town and kind of looked at all the different architecture. A lot of it has been restored in the Victorian style or the turn of the century style from when that the houses were first built. They're really cute. Oh, back to the pricing. I'm pretty sure, well, I wrote it down in the blog. I'm pretty sure it was around 50 or 60 per night for our boat, which we said was a 40. It's a 38, but with our solar arch, we're more like a 40. So, yeah, not horrible, especially with it being such a neat town there. And there is snorkeling. There's a roped off area in front of the casino that does have snorkeling. The water is too cold for me, but Matt did go and he saw a lot of fishies. You can't go spearfishing there, obviously. Anyway, so that's Avalon. Now moving on to the second place we went to on Catalina, which was Two Harbors, or the Isthmus, which is further north, and I want to say less crowded, but it's become kind of popular. There's not as much going on there, but it's kind of a neat little place. And I think the snorkeling's better. Like if you go to the sides of the bay, there's a lot of rocks and reef, and I think the snorkeling's better there. But anyway, they also have mooring balls. You tie up the same way that you do in Avalon. That mooring is $75 per night. Don't ask me why it's more, but it is. And you don't even talk to anyone. You need to go online and make the reservation. You can make a reservation with that. In the blog, I put the link to that. And yeah, so it's a little bit easier in that way. And you go up to the mooring. If you haven't made a reservation, you just, I think, can choose a mooring ball. I think there's a map that shows you what sizes of boats can go to what mooring balls. So we just chose one. We chose the end mooring ball, so Matt could just jump in the water and go snorkeling. And there's a few beaches there, which is nice. The dinghy dock there also gets crowded, but you can just find how to finagle your boat in there. And people are pretty respectful of other people's dinghies for the most part. You can go on land. There is a market there. It's really expensive. So don't, like provision, I think it's a lot cheaper in Avalon. So provision in Avalon if you go there first, or just provision on the mainland. They have all the basics there that you need and then some. And there's a restaurant there. There are showers and bathrooms there. I'm not sure if you have to pay to use them. Obviously, we didn't use them, but they're there for anyone staying on the island. There's camping there. There's a lot of hiking around there. You can walk across to the other side of the isthmus, which is kind of neat. It seems a little calmer. And yeah, we met some people that like to stay on that side. My dad likes to stay on that side because it's not as crazy as far as people that go there and everything. And the cool thing is there's old buildings. There's the Yacht Club, which is in this really cool building from 1912. And there's also the old Little Red Schoolhouse, which is very cute. But yeah, so it's a neat little place to go to. I feel like there's enough to do, and it's a great place for paddleboarding and kayaking and stuff too. Yeah, so that's about it for Two Harbors. Moving on, we were going to go to Emerald Bay, But on the way to Emerald Bay, I saw that little Geiger mooring ball was unoccupied, which I don't ever think I've seen that before. I grew up going to Catalina like every summer and always thinking it'd be so cool to be at that one mooring ball, little Geiger. So we shortly passed it, and then we turned around and went back and tied up to it. And then I called. I put the number in the blog. I called and they said if it's unoccupied, we can stay there. So we stayed there 2 nights. I think it was $95 a night, but it was totally worth it. We had our own little private special spot. It's beautiful. I did go snorkeling there, and it was really cool. Yeah, it just was paradise. And it was actually pretty warm. It's kind of got high cliffs, and so you feel kind of protected from the wind. So it was pretty warm, and the snorkeling was just really cool. There's a tiny little beach there. So the mooring ball is privately owned by this yacht club, I think on the mainland, and they have a little clubhouse there that, you know, is private. I think there is access to the hike that goes down into 2 harbors. So, but yeah, we were really stoked to be able to go there and stay. It was just heaven and quiet and just beautiful. So hopefully you've seen the video from that and seen pictures, but that was definitely the icing on the cake of Catalina. And obviously there's no bathrooms or any amenities there. It's just you and nature. So, and the mooring ball you hook up the same way as you do in Avalon also. So, yeah, that's it for the moorings that we stayed at on Catalina. Not a lot to report, but next week we will move back to the mainland, and I'll go over the next 3 places we stayed at. So hope you're all doing great, and don't hesitate to put a question in the comments below if you want to know anything else. And yeah, check out the blog too, because there might be a few things that I didn't mention, and also there's links and stuff. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Where is Zephyr? I can't see him. Is he hiding? Is he hiding in his jungle?